Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Diane, and I thought today we would work on another little piece of ephemera that we can put in our journals. These are called specimen cards, and I hope that you can see them okay. I put this piece of purple behind here so that you can maybe see these little cards better. I've got 3 here that I've got already done, little samples. There's one that's a little bit bigger, but what they are is they are just a piece of cardstock that I've taken and cut, and I've gotten a piece of acetate, which is a clear plastic paper. Actually, you can, it's called blank stencil sheets also. You can buy them online. I got mine through Amazon, and they come in great big 12 by 12 sheets, so they last you quite a while. Can't remember how many is in the package, but there's plenty to use, and they'll last you a while. So it'd be a good investment to do for these cute little cards. And so you'll need some of the cardstock, some of that acetate, some stickers, some of your favorite stickers. You can use washi tapes. Some of those washi tapes, the pet tapes, come in some really pretty flowers and all kinds of. It's endless on those. You'll need some punches, of course, to be able to do your little circles. Like this one here is. This is a bigger one. This is a 2-inch circle punch, and if you don't have a punch, you know that you can just use something round and make yourself a little with a pencil. Just draw your circle and cut it out, fussy cut. I know it's not a lot of fun for me to put fussy cut, but some people love to do that, and sometimes that's what you just have to do if you can't get those punches. And then this one here is a 1.5-inch circle punch, and then this here is a heart die cut. And so any of you that have a die cutter, you can, and obviously my little die is right here, and I have one of the little Sizzix, the little mini ones that I put this through to cut with. But if you don't, you can draw yourself a heart on here and fussy cut it out. You can do just a square. You can do whatever you want. It's your creation, and you can make it however you would like to make it. A fun thing with this is too that I put a little hole in here and made a little tag out of it. These are just something just to add to your journal. They're what it would be really neat is to put a picture, maybe a family picture, or picture of your pet, or maybe if you took a trip, you can take a picture of wherever you were on your trips, things to remember. So anyway, I did use a corner rounder. I used some stickers that I had. I have lots of the clear stickers. I was going to show you that these sheets of stickers like this, you can get these. I believe Hobby Lobby carries these, and you can get some really pretty stickers. Now the clear stickers I think work the best on these, because it's just it's supposed to be a specimen card, and I think it's nice to be able to see through it. If you get too much on there, or you have a white background in there, then you won't have so much see-through. So the clear stickers work the best. I did use some inking. I did ink up on some of this, of course. I like to do the inking. I have a little bit of cord, a ribbon for these, that if you want to make them into a tag. And of course you want your hole punch. I think what you need to remember too when you are doing these is to watch the direction of your design on your paper. because this one obviously has the butterflies going a certain way. You wouldn't want it to the front of it to look like this. You got your butterflies kind of flying downward, and I like the look of the butterflies flying up, but that's up to you. That's totally up to you. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to make a couple of these with you. I got a bigger size one here and a smaller size, so I was going to show you how I cut these. Now, on the bigger one, I do 3 1/4 by 6. So it's 3 1/4 this way and 6 inches this way, and it's just going to be folded in half. My acetate, I cut that out a little bit smaller so I have some edge, and I hope you can see that. I have some edge around there because when we glue these down or tape these down, I'll show you what I'm going to be using. I put part of it on the acetate and part of it on the paper, and I'll show you how I do that. Before I forget, I am using this double-sided tape. This big roll here, I can't remember what it cost, but this is about a 1/2 inch, and I really liked it to be about a 1/4 inch, so I did cut some of it down, and I'll show you when I use it. I do have some that is the teeny weeny stuff. This is only about 1/8 of an inch, but this roll of tape will last you quite a long time. And I have seen these come with a gun that you can use to just roll it out. A lot of people just prefer to use this than the liquid glues, but I just use it on some things, so we'll be using it on this. So anyway, I cut this one. We'll do the bigger one first. So I cut my acetate, and I cut my acetate at about 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So we've got 3 1/4 by 6 inches and 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 on my acetate. And so I set my acetate down. All you do is fold your cardstock in half. You can use the thinner construction paper also. They make cute ones too. They're not as sturdy as the little thicker cardstock, but that's up to you. You're welcome to use what you've got and what you like. You might like some of the thinner colors. I'm going to make this is a bigger one, so I'm going to use my bigger hole punch. Now my hole punch, sometimes this is a new one for me that I got. And let's see, I like to, let's see, I'm going to look what my big one. Yeah, we have a little bit more room on this one at the bottom here, because of course I'm going to put a word on there. You can decorate these up any way you want, but I'm just eyeball this and see that I'm getting it in the center as close as I can. I put this fold edge right up to the edge of my punch, and then I'm going to punch that out. There we go. And there is my circle. Okay, so now I'm going to take my acetate and put it inside of here, and you can see, I hope you can see without too much glare, that acetate has some space around the edge there. And I am going to go ahead and get me a sticker, and let's see, that was a yellow one. I have a lot of these stickers. I've gotten a lot online, and of course I've told you before in my other videos, sometimes those stickers are hard to separate from the backs, but with patience I can get them to separate. Let me give me a minute here, and I'm just using a pen. I have seen some people use little pokey tools, but the pen seems to work okay for me. It's just takes a little time to get it started. And there we go. Okay, so this I thought would look, this little sunflowers would look cute with this colored cardstock. So I set my acetate in there and I put my picture, my little sticker right in the middle, and stick it down. So I've got that in the center there, and now I'm going to take my tape. Now this tape is that double-sided tape, and you can see that I told you that this is a little wider than I want. I don't want my tape showing. And excuse me, you probably can use this tape on the bigger one. It'll probably fit okay, so you wouldn't have to cut it down. But you want this tape to go partway on the acetate and partway over onto the cardstock. Set that down there like that. And then I'm going to put one on this side here. So you can see that I've put that, taped that down there. Now you can take a look at it, make sure you've got it where you want it. And then you just take that backing off. Just use my fingernails, but you can use your little tools or a pin, something sharp. This tape is really nice, it's really strong, and you just push that down. That is pretty much your specimen card right there. Don't worry about the bottom there. If you feel like you want that all enclosed, you can, when you still have it open, you can put a little bead of your glue along the bottom there, but you don't have to have that bottom done there. I like to take my edges and go ahead and round them up. We go ahead and use my crocodile corner chomper, and go around and round all those edges. I just like the looks of that, but you do not have to do that. You can do it the way you like it. You can leave it straight edged, but I like the look of that. And of course, I always take a little bit of my ink and go around that. And before you put your acetate in there and your sticker, you can always ink around that circle too, and that would probably look really, really nice too. Well, as I was making these, I was thinking, you know, I like the little hole at the top here to put your little ribbon in, but I thought it would be cute also to put a little hole on the corner here, and then it could kind of just you could hang it with one of your little ball pens on a corner in your journal if you wanted to. But in the ones that I've done here, I put the little hole there at the top. So I'm going to go ahead and punch that hole. And it's a little spot there, so I'm going to use a smaller. I'm now eyeballing it again. Punch that hole. Looks like I got a piece of that acetate sticking out there. And I don't want that there, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. And I'm going to take a piece of my little gold thread here. I'm going to show you something that I do on even on tags. Either way, you can go in either way, but I put both ends through, and then I take a little bit of my glue here, and I just put a little bit, right, just a little daub of glue on both sides at the top there. And then when I pull these through, whoops, course, that wanted to come out, so let's try it again. All of a sudden, I was going to be all thumbs. Get that one out of my way. All right, so that little bit of glue right there at the top will help hold that little piece of cord onto there so it doesn't slip around and come off. It will dry and then, I mean, look at, you could even make little ornaments or little things you can hang up. I'm just going to tie a knot right in the top of this. Okay, and there you go. There's your little specimen card. That is pretty easy. Let's do one more. Let's do a small one. And so the small one is a 3-inch here by 5-inch. So it's 3 by 5-inch. And then the acetate, I just did it. I think it's 2 1/4 by 2 1/4, and you can see it on there. It's comes in a little bit from the cardstock here. And I'm looking at I have some words on this, but I don't know what direction for sure they're going. It's hard to see, so I'm going to go fold that in half, just like that. And use your bone folder. And this is a smaller one, so I'm going to get my smaller punch here. And let's see, it goes on this side. Gonna kind of eyeball it so it looks like it's kind of centered. Okay, and there is that. Now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go around the edges of that center, that hole with my inking. I like the inking. And I have my acetate I'm going to set inside here. And let's see, kind of a butterfly. I love butterflies, and I'm kind of going towards my journal that I had started with everyone here in the first place. So I think that one will look nice. Let's see what this other one looks like too. And I like that one too. So I'm just going to go ahead and go with this one. See if I can get this sticker to come off for me. It's fighting with me, but patience, patience. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and stick my butterfly down. Don't worry if it doesn't, if it goes off the edge a little bit, that's okay. That's kind of the uniqueness of these specimen cards. They look like they're put in there, but you can move it around a little bit. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and there we go. I'm going to put down now you can put this tape if you want. You can put it on the sides, or you can put it at the top and the bottom. Like I'll go ahead and do the top and the bottom on this one. This one's going to have to go right along the edge because my acetate, and I could cut that down a little bit. Acetate's pretty close to the edge there, but that's going to work just fine. peel that off. And come on, work for me, tape. Oops. There we go. Now, I like to have those edges stand up, so I'm going to take a little bit of my my Tombow mono glue. I'm just going to put a little teeny bead around the edge. Now, the reason why I say I don't like to use this wet glue on these is because I don't want to see any of that wet glue on my acetate as it's showing through. If it gets on there, it might make it gunky, and we don't want that. We want it to be clear. So go ahead and press that all down. And there we go. I think I'll leave these edges straight on this one. I'm going to go ahead and just leave that one plain. Another thing I like to do, let's go ahead and ink up the edges. I'll leave this in the shape of a square so you can get that idea. You can make these any shape you'd like to make them. And then, of course, another thing I love to do is I love to put some little words on, and I have these little words that I had printed off. I think they were a digital download that I got on sticky paper. Let me go ahead and get the back. There's another sticky backing we got to get undone. And I know that probably everybody kind of struggles with these, but and if anybody out there has tricks to not struggling so much, please share it with me. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that right there. And you can see we've got our butterfly on there and the little word believe. You can add any kind of little cluster. You can add some lace along here if you wanted. You can put other little cutouts that you might have. You can put a little eyelet in there or on the side, like I said, so it can hang kind of sideways in your journal. This one I'm going to go ahead and put you. These are so white, I gotta put a little bit of ink around the edges so they stand out a little more. I'll put that right there. And look, there you go. How simple is this for your little specimen cards? Lay them flat so you can see them. I've got a lot of shine going on here, but anyway, there you go. There's your specimen cards, and it's endless. You can do whatever you want with these. You can decorate them however you want. You can put a special edge, a fun edge around the edge if you want. You can cut with some decorative scissors, ink them up in different colors, and then you can add them to your journal. So let's see. I'm going to bring my journal in here that we've been working on. And let's see, where would I put one of these specimen cards? I think I like the idea of this little bag in here and putting one in there. Just putting it inside there gives you something fun to find in there. And here's a pocket. You can put it right inside of the pocket. And, you know, add a journaling card in there too, because these are really these are for looking at and admiring, but they're so fun. You put it in a pocket. Let's see, what else can we do? If you want, you can just take and Here's another little pocket. That colors go good in there. Or you could just take them and paperclip them on one of your pages, just like that. And there you go. So anyway, there you go. There's your specimen card. So I want to hope that you'll all go out and create and have fun and make yourself some of these cute cards, and send me some messages if you have any questions, or if there's something you would like to see. I'll do my best to put together videos for whatever you would like to see, and have fun out there, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.